Mathew Edenbrow, and today I'm going to introduce you to my exhibition. I'm a ceramic animal sculptor from Canfas, not far from Tregarra, and this exhibition is focused on chimpanzees. I chose chimpanzees particularly because I wanted to explore how human behaviour and ape behaviour is very similar. So I wanted to draw on those kind of interactions and behaviours that kind of mirror our own. So with this piece, for example, I was interested in exploring the interactions between mothers and their offspring and the pure fascination that a new mother has with her new baby, and also how the intimate relationship builds a bond between parent and child. And I think that kind of mirrors our own behaviours and our own fascination with children. So yeah, so that's that piece. So with these pieces, I was interested in exploring facial expressions, and vocalizations are important both in human interactions but also within primate interactions. So this piece is the panthoot, and everyone knows the classic chimpanzees where they do the ooh, 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 and then they start screaming, and this is that behaviour. But this is a portion of the panthoot where chimpanzees are doing the low grunts. This piece was more of a relaxed chimpanzee, just to show how beautiful they are really. And this piece was exploring laughter in chimpanzees. And for us as humans, we always show our teeth when we laugh, whereas chimpanzees, when they show their teeth, is usually a fear response. So they always tend to cover the top teeth with their upper lip, and showing the bottom teeth when they're excited or happy about something. So, and this chap was kind of based on observations at Chester Zoo recently. Not Chester Zoo, sorry, the Monkey Sanctuary down in Dorset. And I was sat watching them, and there was this one individual that was just sat there. He did look quite grumpy, and I didn't really want to go for the grumpy effect, so and I always find it quite funny how they always cross their arms just like humans do. So I wanted to really just show that our behaviours are mirrored in our closest living relatives, chimpanzees. This series, I've always found sculptures of primates in general always have some sort of hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. So I wanted to draw in how chimpanzees move and the expressions and the way their hands move, and focus on that, but within more of a naturalistic kind of approach. And this little chap here, I thought it was important to show the whole animal because most of it is portions of a chimpanzee. So when I started with this individual, I was thinking how he was walking along and something caught his attention, so he was kind of looking to one side. Just to show how interested in the environment around them that chimpanzees actually are, and it's similar to our own behaviour really. So this one was exploring tool use in chimpanzees, and for a long time we thought that we were the only animals in the animal kingdom that would use tools to solve a task. And now we know that quite a lot of animals do actually use tools, from New Caledonian crows to chimpanzees to even sea otters using stones to crack shells. So this is a classic chimpanzee in one population where they fish for ants, and they always hold their arm underneath to catch any termites that fall out, and then they'll use a stick and pass it along their lips to extract them. So I just thought it was an interesting exploration of chimpanzee behaviours. So my process when I begin sculpting is I make a rough form out of newspaper and masking tape to give me a basis to build on, and then I use slabs of clay over the top, and then that's the portion that I sculpt on. So I'm only sculpting on the surface, and then when it's fired during the bisque firing, the paper burns out, leaving the sculpture hollow, which is a much simpler approach. And then before the second firing, I glaze them with underglazes and use little details, touches of gloss glaze for like the eyes and sometimes fingernails, just to give it a bit more of a realistic visualization. So after the glazing is done, they're refired up to 1100 degrees, and that bonds the underglaze to the ceramic underneath, and also liquefies the gloss glaze to give it that classy effect. So, yeah, and then they're ready to go.